This guy Gary V, this speaker, he's huge into it, and he started stocking up on cards months and months ago and telling us about it.
You love that Gary V.
I do like him. Yes, I do like him. I wanted to get him on when I was co-hosting months ago, and Moose and Maggie beat me to it.
Oh, that's right. He came into the studio, didn't he? And,
yes, he did.
He's on with them a lot. He's on quite often, so I feel like I don't want to steal their guest.
That's their guy now.
Right? Yeah, I kind of feel like they've adopted him.
They've put the claws into Gary V.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a motivational speaker and an entrepreneur. That's what he is, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And you are a motivational speaker kind of guy.
I do, yes. Eric Thomas is one of my favorite ones. I do like Gary V, though, too.
So, like, you've driven into work listening to motivational speeches before?
Usually, yeah, JJ. He motivates me every morning. It's usually either JJ, it's music, or that, yes.
All right, yeah.
When Jerry and I drove together, we never listened to a motivational
No, because we did talk a little bit. It was either the radio station or 92.3.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why. There very rarely has, like, a speech given me reason to do anything. Like, like someone, like if I was in a spot where I needed to be motivated to do something, like get up and do something, like never like some guy telling me about something. Like, that's right, damn it, I'm going to go.
I think it's good positive reinforcement sometimes. And I'm surprised, knowing you the way I know you, that you wouldn't get into that a little bit. And I'm not saying you'd listen to it every day, but once in a while.
You know
nice
what it
hearing
is?
A lesson.
It's my insane amount of cynicism that I carry around on a daily basis that allows me not to lose myself in a motivational speech. Because I'll just think about, like, who is this guy? What is he? Does he practice these same things? How much did he get paid for this? Like, why is this video even? Like, it's like that's why I can't even lose myself. Like, when I see people, like, this hasn't happened in a long time, but like Disney character breakfasts and stuff. Like, all I think about is this sad son of a bitch that's in the costume. That's all I think. I can't, like, look at the happiness on the kid's face. I can't do that. I'm just thinking that this person in 15 minutes is going around the corner and smoking a cigarette with the head off by a dumpster.
He might. Or like when Mr. Met gave the fan the finger.
Yeah, I can't, like... I wish I could just totally lose myself and be able to look at something and go, this is cool.
Well, I think it depends on, for me, the story and where the story comes from. So Inky Johnson is another good one, and he was a football player at the University of Tennessee who was paralyzed on the football field.
I never heard of Inky Johnson.
Yeah, and he even to this day, he's got no movement in his, I think it's his right arm. I don't remember. One of his arms, it just is there. And he's just got a great story to tell about never giving up when things look bleak. That's coming from a place of experience. I don't know how you could argue what he says or, the life he's led.
No, it's not so much like an argument or at all. It's not like I'm not denying it. Just for me,
no, but I agree with you. It's got to come from a good place. I totally agree with you. As I'm saying, the few that I do watch from time to time, I feel like their backgrounds check out. And that you're not being sold a bill of goods, like the guy that wants your money under the preacher on TV. I mean, to me, it's a little different.
Yeah, there was a guy, it was one of these Santa breakfasts that we went to this past year, and they hired this guy, and his name was like Juggling Jeff, something like that. Let's just call it like that, right? And he did this whole show, and the kids were into it, and the parents were into it, and everybody's laughing. And all I could think about was his life outside of this.
Ho.
Like how he probably couldn't carry on a normal relationship because, like, anytime he'd go out, he'd, like, be pulling quarters out of his girlfriend's ear. And, like, she'd be like, for once, can you be serious, Jeff? Like he's in the restaurant, like a nice place. He's at, like, steakhouse, and he's juggling the knives and the steak knife. Like, enough. Can you be serious? I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Right here, you have something on your lip, and he's pulling out the handkerchief.
Ho! Yeah. So, I mean, and then, like, what does he say when he gets back in the car? And I've said this before, and I've used this reference when me and Carlin got in that fight outside of the radio station when I was putting the guitar back into my car. But when I see someone like that packing up their stuff, whatever, their entertaining stuff. Like,
sure.
Like, I'm here, my bowling pins are going back in here, and like the fake flour is going, and then I'm loading it into the back of my car, and I'm taking off. Like, there's something about that. I'm just like, all I think about is that guy Like, are you happy? Does this make you happy? Like, what is the next step? Do you think you're going to be on America's Got Talent or something? Like, what? Like, I don't know. That's why I can never lose myself in any of these things. I just have this, I just always think about the most cynical route that I can get to. My brain always goes that way. Like, I wish I could be the person like, wow, that guy was good. Juggling Jeff was awesome. I'm going to tell my friends about Juggling Jeff.
Well, why is that any different than when you watch a movie and the guy's a creep in real life? Do you think about that?
Sometimes, depending if I know anything about the personal life of an actor, for sure. Yeah. Like it's going to be hard to watch Johnny Depp anymore after everything I know about him. Watching that's what I'm going to be thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but if I don't know anything about the person's life, in a movie, it's a little different because I just think, this guy's an actor. He's making a ton of money. He probably is doing okay.
So the magic is in the mystery for you.
Yeah, but like if it's just a guy that I'm seeing getting in and out of his car, packing up his bowling pins and stuff, and like, you know, the kids coming up. Like there was one kid like went up to him and was like, "Hey, Juggling Jeff." He's like, "What?" Afterwards.
It's like the Santa Claus in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Getting in that beat-up old car.
Right.
Like, where's the magic of Santa?
Or like Bad Santa, that movie where he's just
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Everybody's Bad Santa. That's
so somebody like Carrot Top, who's huge now, he definitely has somebody that collects all of his props and puts them back in the thing, so he doesn't have to.
Right. Yeah.
Have that experience that you're describing.
Yeah. If you make it that big, then you can just walk off the stage and someone is cleaning up all your gadgets or whatever. Then okay, that's a little bit better. But there's something so sad about that juggling. And then he gets back at his car and he goes to the next gig, and then he's probably, on the phone like, that one sucked. The kids weren't into it. I tried to do the thing where I was balancing on the watermelon and it just didn't work. Like, I don't know how much longer I can do this, really. I don't know. I'm going to call that guy back from that insurance agency. I think I'm ready to take the leap.
Sounds like Al on some of those ride homes. This guy's just not into this. I can't do this anymore. Gio was flat. Boomer in his politics. Jerry sucks. Eddie's annoying me. I can't do this anymore.
Oh, man, yeah, probably.
It's kind of like when we were all back still in the studio watching D.A. from the D.A. show take his own cartoon
yes.
cutout and have to walk it to the studio.
Yeah, you always gave him shame for that.
But not to his face, of course, behind his back. But, like, his producer should do that.
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying.
He can't be, like, you and Boomer can't be dragging cardboard cutouts. That's like me and Eddie would get for you. It's too weird.
I'm with you. I know. I mean, it sort of takes the whole thing. There's something sad about it. It's like you're creating this world that really is nothing, I guess is what it comes down to. But anyway, okay. I hope I didn't ruin anybody's Disney character breakfast this morning.
Well, Boomer's chair is still unbuilt, but he did take, or someone took it out of the box, but it's still, he's waiting for someone to build it for him.
Yeah. Well, I would be the same way. I can't assemble anything. I am so bad at that stuff. Looking at the instructions, I totally fed up in 5 seconds.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the red bell so you're notified when we have new content.